Hi guys, Dr. Mel. We're busy with chemistry and specifically electrochemistry, and oxidation and reduction is the transfer of electrons. Now let's have a look at the whole layout of these different parts of the electrochemical reactions. We've done the oxidizing and reducing agents, we did definitions, we did the electrodes and electrolytes when we did the electrochemical or the galvanic cell. We'll do the galvanic cell again when we compare that with electrolysis, but we're now going to focus on specifically the half reactions. Remember, oil rig, oxidation is loss and reduction is gain. That's crucial that you always, when you work with these questions, put these words on your exam paper. Write down oxidation is loss, reduction is gain, and remember we're working with the transfer of electrons. Now you'll have your table with you, your electrode potential table, and make sure that you're working with 4B, the one with the lithium at the top. If lithium's not at the top, you will have the fluorine at the top, and that will be different. So I usually just work with that one, and I know on the right hand side I've got the stronger reducing agents, and guys, write that down. Which means at the top I've got the stronger reducing agents, and at the bottom I've got the stronger oxidizing agents. So where are we going to apply it? We're going to have a look at the reactions in this specific electrochemical reaction side. Right, we're going to use a question which says a zinc electrode is placed in a solution with lead nitrate. So what I have here is I've got zinc, there's a piece of zinc, and I've got lead nitrate. The diagram I have is copper sulfate, but this specific example says I've got PbNO3. That's PbNO3, and remember, because lead is 2 plus and nitrate is only 1 minus, it will be 2 nitrate groups with every lead ion. So be careful that you have your correct molecules and that you know exactly how the ions fit together. So we've got zinc and we've got lead. Now let's have a look at our table. Which one will be oxidizing? Which one will be reducing? At the top, you'll find that you'll get here your lead there. Can you see that's lead? And at the top, we've got zinc. Now, which one is the stronger reducing agent? Obviously, it is zinc. Now, let's just go back. We started off with zinc in a solid phase. The lead was ions and it is in the electrolyte. So, let's have a look again. I'm going to have zinc going. Let me just change my color. I'm going to have zinc going that way. So, the reaction will be zinc going to zinc 2 plus, which is the ion, plus 2 electrons. Now let's just stop there. It is losing electrons. So oxidation is loss. So this is the oxidation half reaction. On the other hand, we've got the lead ions. So I've got lead ions accepting the 2 electrons, forming lead solid. It is accepting or gaining electrons, so this will be the reducing half reaction. Remember, it's 2 halves of one cell. One gaining and one losing electrons. Just have a look. I've got zinc forming zinc 2 plus ions plus electrons, and I've got lead ions accepting the 2 electrons, becoming lead solid. In another question, they also asked me not just to identify the 2 half reactions, which we already have. Let's just write them down again. Zinc is going to zinc 2 plus 2 electrons, and the Pb2 plus, the lead, is accepting the 2 electrons to become that. The second question is give the balanced reaction. Now, I'm just going to add these two together. Because I've got 2 electrons that side and 2 electrons that side, it is actually already balanced. So I'm going to write down Zn will be forming Zn2 plus. And I'm specifically doing this in 2 colors so that you can see where it comes from. Now let's just complete this equation. It's the zinc and it's the solid plus the ions of lead becoming the aqueous, the solution of the zinc ions and the lead in a solid phase. So the competition is between zinc and lead, and because zinc is the stronger reducing agent, it is going to give away the electrons and it leads lead then to accept the electrons. That's how half reactions work. Let's go to another question. Aluminium powder is reacting with a solution of copper sulfate. So I've got my little experiment, my beaker, and in that I'm going to have aluminium, which is a solid, aluminium power, and I'm going to put it into copper, which is copper 2 plus, and sulfate, the ions in the solution. So what you have here is a competition again between copper and aluminium. And now you've got to have a look at your table. So please see if you can find your table, put it next to you, and see if you can identify aluminium, which is at the top, and can you see copper, and make sure you're using the right copper, copper 2 plus going to copper 0 at the bottom. And because aluminium is at the top, it's the stronger reducing agent, so the aluminium will become ions and the copper ions will become copper solid. So what will the 2 half reactions be? Aluminium solid will become aluminium 3 plus. Make sure that you've got the right number of charges, and I've got copper 2 plus in the aqueous plus 2 electrons, giving me copper solid. Now guys, now we need to balance this reaction. They're asking me to give the balanced reaction. So let's just quickly go back and just explain again. This is the loss of electrons. This is the oxidation half reaction. And this is the gain of electrons. This is the reduction half reaction. The balanced equation, you have to make sure that you've got equal electrons. Do you see 3 there and 2 there? Therefore, it has to be the same. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put 2 in front of this whole aluminium reaction, and I'm going to put 3 in front of the copper reaction. Why am I doing that? 2 times 3 gives me 6 electrons lost. 3 times 2 gives me 6 electrons gained. So let's give the final or net reaction. I've got 2 aluminium. Do you see that 2 and the aluminium in the solid phase? And that's becoming 2 aluminium 3 plus ions. You see that 2? I'm multiplying it with the aluminium, with the ions as well as the electrons. On the other hand, I've got copper 2 plus, but I've got 3 of it. So 3 copper 2 plus, and it will give me 3 copper solid. I just want to complete the phases here. Remember, this is in aqueous. And now just to give you the perfect net or balanced reaction, 2 aluminium solids forming ions, 2 of them, 3 copper 2 plus, 3 copper solid, and you know it is 6 electrons being transferred. So it's important, guys, that you have a look at your half reactions. In the instance where it's the stronger reducing agent, it will go that way, and the stronger oxidizing agent, it will go that way. Find the two reactions, balance the electrons, and you will be able to get all your marks in terms of half reactions. Let's just quickly see, can you identify the oxidation reaction? Remember, oxidation is loss, the oil. And what is the reduction reaction? That is, reduction is gain, which is the rig part. Then you've got your oxidizing and reducing agents, and then you've got to balance your equation by balancing your electrons. Have a look at papers that's on the internet, any textbook with exercises. Try and practice this so that when you get this question, you get all your marks. I hope you're enjoying redox reactions. Bye.